Last Friday, very quietly, California lawmakers just passed one of the most important pieces of legislation that refers to the medical marijuana business in the state in 20 years. This is amazing. It's the Medical Marijuana Regulation and Safety Act, and it's the first time that the government is actually going to create a statewide agency that is going to license the dispensaries in the state and also oversee the whole industry. My take is that they're preparing for what's going to happen in 2016, that we have the ballot coming out where we're going to decide in California if marijuana should be legal in a recreational way after almost 2 decades of having medical marijuana in the state.
Why can't we just, what's going to change now? I mean, why can't we just do it out of nowhere the way Colorado and Washington did? I mean, did they do these steps before it becoming 100% legal there too?
The thing is that California is very unique in that sense because it was a pioneer.
Right.
So for many, many years, the industry was trying to grow on its own. And still today is what many of the entrepreneurs in the marijuana sphere are claiming, that this regulation was rushed into passing, and it doesn't take into account what is going to happen in 2016 with the influx of money investing and the business opportunities. And they feel that this licensing method for dispensaries is going to restrict the growth of this new industry that is going to boom. I mean, what we're seeing in Washington, what we're seeing in Colorado, we're talking about millions, 70, 80 millions a year out of revenue, out of tax revenue that is going to bring what marijuana is going to bring. So it's very, very critical that we are vigilant of how this regulation of the new entrepreneurship is going to be.
Right. So it's not going to change, I guess, for the people who are using who are buying the weed, right? Because weed's practically, if you've been to California, it's practically legal. Anyone can get it. I mean, you do have to have that card, but everyone knows somebody who has a card, and it's pretty easy to come by. So I don't think anything's going to change for those people. It's more the businesses, the people who run the dispensaries. That's where the change is taking place.
Eventually, it might trickle down to the patients,
right?
Because they will have less dispensaries to go by their medicine.
Okay.
Because what they're trying to do is and they've been trying to do it many, many different times. Proposition D was the latest, where it says that all the dispensaries that opened before a certain date, they were good to go, but all the new ones wouldn't. So now officially we have a statewide licensing system where all dispensaries that provide medical marijuana will have to sign up and fulfill the requirements for that license, or they will shut down. Also, another big part of this act is regulating who gives out the recommendations for marijuana use. Because also, if you live here in California, you know that there's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of doctors that just give out these licenses like nothing. So I think that it's important that the state comes in and start regulating that so it becomes more legitimate, and the medical properties of marijuana don't get lost on the recreational use, because a lot of people just want to access this program because of the recreational use. But if we pass the ballot next year, then clearly we're going to have to establish tighter guidelines to provide medical access to the...
Right. And you mentioned, sometimes these people aren't legitimate doctors. And I mean, if you've ever walked down Venice Beach, you see the people in the doctor scrubs that are green, and they're holding these signs like, yeah, get weed tested. Whoa, you need weed. You could literally walk in there and say, hi, doctor, I ain't got no weed, and I sneezed like 45 minutes ago. And you'd be like, oh, you good. You're fine. You're next. It's a joke. But I'm surprised we have these kinds of things happening in the state. It's technically, still only medical that's allowed. How did it not pass? Because we did vote for it a few years back. How did that not happen?
There was a lot of lobbying for it not to pass. There's a lot of interest, especially tobacco companies are very interested in not having marijuana be legal, because it's a great alternative for many people. For tobacco, they enjoy smoking. You can grow it in your house. You can grow tobacco in your house. It will be a lot of work. So there's a lot of private interest that went into lobbying for that law not to pass the last election, but I think it's going to pass in 2016, and I think this is the way of the state to prevent it being a big mess when it happens. They already have the overseeing agency in place and some guidelines to open these dispensaries.
So this is kind of, they're bracing themselves for what they see could possibly be recreational.
Yes, and I think they needed to take the opportunity to get this passed, along with many other laws that got passed on Friday, kind of in a package, and they said, we have to make this happen. So we want to know, if you are a patient, do you think this is going to affect you? Do you think it's the right thing? Let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the Lip TV.